Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Aggies kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels are in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. He unleashes a long one. Makes a catch on the left. He's loose. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Gibson. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Throwing Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Escapes the pressure going right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Here he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Once he got some room, it was over.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Taken down for a big loss on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Reed to throw. With the catch, it's Bussey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
In the gun, third down Reed. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Keeps looking downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Rebels need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end, and he's dragged down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Reed. Pulls it in. It's Warren. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Reed. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. This quarterback part of their running game. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon. Coming after him. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Might have a chance. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
That was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Reed. Going deep. Upstairs to make the catch. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks the tackle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Reed. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And the extra point is good. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Ray. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Red Raiders on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Returners don't get many shots, right? Like, they only get a few shots a game. They want to maximize it. You're not going to get any shots if you don't secure the football. Got to take care of the football, big fella.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
The offense changing the play. Here's Reed to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's got him. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Quarterback may change this route. Reed. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Edwards. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play.
There's a crease. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the...
There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. A&M comes back out with another first down. Reed. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Gonna try to get it himself. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Snap from the gun on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Rebels decide to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The run inside. It's Edwards. Runs through the tackle. Still running at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies! How about this back staying on track and getting it on the option? An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game, 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. End zone. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. He wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Rebels. They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Throwing Reed. Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
To the air, it's Bailey. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds the tight end. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on 4th and short. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's Gibson one more time. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Gets it out quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Edwards. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Here's Reed to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of...
Makes the catch and he's free. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
You got to call the game to win it right now. Less than a minute to go. A field goal is going to do it for you. Every time you drop back and throw the ball, you're risking taking a sack. So if you're going to throw it, the ball's got to come out quickly. But I think at this juncture, you'd love to be able to run and give your field goal kicker a chance.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's gone! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Last chance coming up. Here's the pressure. Wiggles free. Trying to escape and get it himself. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, he's got some space. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad, you beat a team that's ranked above you, now you start to climb up the charts.